I'm getting about 8 mixed signals here. Give us clarity on what the UK is doing.
Yeah, if you want clarity, unfortunately, that's not something we can provide so easily. There's a huge cloud of uncertainty over the UK economy, given all the uncertainty over the policy direction with regard to Brexit. Last year, the UK economy grew about 2.2%. For this year, we at UBS, we're more in the cautious camp. We expect about 1.4. And for next year, we expect even less than 1% growth. Again, we are somewhat more cautious here than the consensus, but we believe that the uncertainty that the Brexit process involves will have real economic consequences, and that will also in the end have consequences for the Bank of England, which we think will stay in a neutral stance here for quite some time.
How can they afford to stay in a neutral stance? I mean, I get the mixture in that it's a different cocktail, if you will, than what we're seeing in the United States, but how do they stay on the sidelines?
So, I mean, if we think back, the Bank of England turned a lot more hawkish early in the year when up to 3 people voted for rate hikes. However, we think that the slowdown in the economy implies that the sharp rise in inflation on the back of a weaker sterling, we're now, inflation at 2.7 or so, we think that this rise in inflation is eventually temporary, so that over time, given the weakness of the economy, inflation will slow down again, and that would then be the key for the Bank of England to stay in neutral stance.